Hey everybody, Greg DeRocher from Safe Ride for Kids, where our mission is to help you make every arrival a safe arrival. Today we're going to be talking about the crazy things people have heard their doctors say about kids and car seats. And the reason that I want to bring this up is that I want people to realize that doctors, nurses, other people that are viewed as experts aren't always the best people to take advice from when it comes to safely transporting your kids in car seats. And now that topic has expanded to include safe driving while pregnant. We have a whole host of information on the issues and the risks of safe driving while pregnant, and you can read more about that at tummyshield.com or here in the blog at Safe Ride for Kids. But I wanted to give some real life examples, so I reached out to the community of child passenger safety technicians and that I'm part of, and asked them, what are some of the craziest stories that you've heard? And they got back to me with a whole list of stuff here. So the full list will be posted as part of this blog post. But I wanted to share a few with you today and make a couple comments on those. So one of those is a nurse told a mom that her baby's legs go over the lap straps, so it would be more like a 3-point harness. Now, if you're not familiar or you're not able to visualize that, most car seats today, almost all actually, are a 5-point harness, meaning that the seatbelt makes contact, or the harness system makes contact at 5 points. 2 at the shoulders, 2 at the hips, and a 5th location in the crotch. So what this nurse was recommending was that the mom essentially leave the bottom half of the child completely unrestrained, which would be an extremely dangerous scenario if mom was involved in a crash. Another one was, when asked about car seat safety, the doctor replied, "I like forward facing better. The reasons included so the child can see mommy and so that the child is more comfortable with her legs." Now, what this is talking about is the difference between rear facing and forward facing. The safety community today, including the American Academy of Pediatrics, recommends keeping children rear facing, as long as possible to the upper weight limit of the seat, and that rear facing is many times, some say 5 times, 5 multiples safer than going forward facing. And we got another video that talks about that exclusively. So look around the blog for that. But the issue is that rear facing is much, much safer than forward facing. And the child's legs are one of the least things that we're concerned about, because in a crash, there's never been a documented case of a rear-facing child having their legs injured as part of the crash unfolding in that rear-facing scenario. So this just speaks to car seat safety isn't really a place for opinion. It's a place for the laws of physics to determine which decisions we're going to make. And then the last one is really a very, very important one, especially in communities where parents transport their kids a lot in, whether it's taxi or car service, ride share scenarios where the parent's not able to take their car seat with them. The doctor said it's safer to have your baby sit on your lap and be belted with you than to sit in the taxi seat belted in their own seat. We also are going to have another video about that to explain all of the physics of that. But let's talk real briefly about crash dynamics. The seatbelt is intended to restrain the adult occupant, right? It's going to contact us on our hips and mid-chest, mid-shoulder. Now, the formula that we teach parents is speed times weight. So since I'm not very good at math, we're going to use simple numbers. Let's say we have mom who weighs 100 pounds and the car is involved in a 10-mile-per-hour crash. that translates into 1,000 pounds of restraining force in order to keep mom from flying forward, right? Now, when we increase the speed of the crash to just 5 more miles per hour, so now we're at 15 miles per hour, we've now increased the restraining force to 1,500 pounds of restraining force. So the relationship, as the speed goes up a little bit, the amount of energy required to restrain the occupant goes up significantly. Now, imagine putting a child between mom and the seatbelt. It's not going to go well for the child. So when in that situation, have the child in their own seatbelt next to the mom. Ideally, we have the Ride Safer travel vest, which is certified for kids 3 years old and up. And you can use that to properly position the seatbelt on the child. So now they have their own protection. The adult occupant is protected as well. The adult can be sitting next to the child, making sure that they're properly positioned. They're not leaning over to the side, things like that. And that they're going to be optimally positioned in a crash or sudden stop. So those are some of the crazy things. Again, we're going to have the whole list below. Would love to hear your comments. Share your story if your doctor has told you something that you're maybe thinking might not be right, or you know flat out was wrong. And always be willing to share good information with doctors. You know, they do what they do because they care and because they want to help people. And the more accurate information they have, the better. So be willing to share information with them. Help them. You can send them to us if they have any specific questions, especially about the tummy shield. We've got a full report on the website that is intended to help educate doctors about the history and the need for a better way for pregnant women to use the seatbelt. Thanks again for visiting. Remember that safety is about putting the odds in your favor.